everybody, this is Dave Walsh, host of Card Talk, and we are playing the second scenario in the Angmar Awakens campaign. If you didn't catch the first one, go back and do that, but we are trying to play this semi-blind. I've played the Weather Hills a whole bunch of times. The Angmar Awakens campaign was one of my... the Angmar Awakens cycle was top 3 of the cycles I'm playing. I seem to grab this a lot of different scenarios in this cycle to play, just playing for fun. So of course I know this. It's a pain in the neck with weather treacheries and things like that. But I'm interested to see again how the campaign changes it. So that's where the semi-blind comes in. We're just going to play it without knowing what the semi-blind or what the campaign has to offer. I'm taking my Silvans through this campaign just because I just want to complete something with my Silvans, and as a bonus, we have the One Ring going through this campaign as well. I'm sure that's everybody's favorite. The One Ring is one of those kind of controversial cards, I guess. People don't know if they want it in the regular games or just keep it in the Saga campaign. But I don't mind it. From a thematic point of view, I guess I can see everybody's complaints. And so you can see my play area right here. This is my quest card I have up here. I have this is where I'll put the active location. I use the One Ring as my active quest counter. My threat dial is here. We're at 29. Some set-aside cards. We'll talk about that. And then, so the Cardboard of the Rings puts out this swag every year. It's really awesome. And so a couple years ago, they put out this playmat for the encounter area, and it's got a counter, so I'm going to keep track of how much threat is in the staging area. This year they put out these huge playmats. I actually have 2 of them. I don't know if you can see underneath here is a second one. It's hard to see, but anyways. And then I keep track of my own willpower going up here. So this is actually one side and this is another side, but since I'm just a single player, I'm going to play like this. It gives me enough play space. Life is good. But let's take a look at the Weather Hills scenario, the quest card, and any sort of special cards we have. So we have just chased all the orcs down in Intruders in Chetwood, and now we are trying to get them, round them up, because they've scattered amongst the Weather Hills. So you can read here, it says, you've pursued the remnants of the orc war party east from the borders of Breland and into the wilderness beyond. Their trail climbs out of the lowlands and into the Weather Hills. Okay, and then it says, set orc ambush and Amon Forn aside out of play. Create the orc deck, which I have done. And then it says set it next to the quest deck. Make Exposed Ridge the active location. I'll pull that up in a second. And it says add Hunting the Orcs and 1 Withered Hilltop to the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck. And so Hunting the Orcs is the objective here. And this is how you actually advance the quest, is by putting stuff on this mission objective. And Hunting the Orcs, you can read there, it says after an enemy is defeated, place 1 resource token here. Then if there are at least X resource tokens, flip Hunting the Orcs and place each resource token that was on Savage Counterattack. So we're going to end up with 4 resources, and it's going to go over. You can see that this card is a double-sided mission objective, and you can imagine what's happening here. We're kind of hunting orcs, and the encounter deck is filled with like locations and treacheries that are stopping us. There are a couple of orcs in there, but the main grunt of orcs is in the orc deck. So every time we explore a location, it's like, hey, here are the orcs that were in that location. Okay, so let's take a look at the Exposed Ridge and the Weathered Hilltop. So the Exposed Ridge is the active location, and it's a pain in the neck to start with this as an active location. My recommendation for anybody playing this is to explore active ridge before you get through anything, because at the end of the refresh phase, everybody gets deals 1 damage to a character he controls, and then there's all sorts of damaging characters have some sort of negative effect in the encounter deck, and that's bad news. The Weathered Hilltop just says gets +1 threat for each resource token, and then when a weather treachery is revealed, you get 1 resource token. So this thing can actually build up pretty quick, and if you have more than 1 in the staging area, you end up with a ton of threat real quick. So it doesn't seem like this should be that challenging because it's a lot of locations. But trust me, it's not like other location heavy quests. This feels much more questy, and it's pretty good. So these are the 2 locations that start out in play. Let's take a look at the campaign card, and then we'll go from there. So the campaign card there on the left, it says you're playing campaign mode, and then it says add the Mysterious Omens side quest to the campaign log, which I did, and shuffle it into the encounter deck. Now, I'm not pulling it out, I'm not looking at it, I'm playing it semi-blind, so I didn't read what it said. But it said add the Protect the Innocent side quest to the staging area and place damage on it equal to the amount of damage needed for it, noted for it. In the campaign log, and I was able to get it out of Chetwood without any damage on it, so that's good. And then, so you can see Protect the Innocent. After I take damage, I have to put 1 damage on Protect the Innocent, and then I can choose it as a location or as an active quest, and I can get rid of that damage. Okay, so I guess that's the setup, and now I will flip over the quest card, and we'll read that together here. So it says, as you pursue the orcs, the weather itself turns against you. Now you must contend with the elements while you hunt the enemy. The first weather treachery card revealed each round gains surge. That's a pain in the neck because it feels like about half of the cards are weather treacheries in the encounter deck. And then it says, after the active location is explored, reveal the top card of the orc deck. So that's what we're doing. We're exploring locations, and we get an enemy. And the enemy, when we defeat the enemy, we put counters onto hunting the orcs. So we have to explore locations. There's no cheating our way through it. Okay, and so notice it does say when a location is explored. Okay, and so that's the other thing, is that you can't just get rid of locations and have it count. So we have to actually make progress on locations somehow. So just going around the table here, this is the regular encounter deck. This is the orc deck. It says to put it beside the quest deck, but my quest deck is up on my quest board, my Eye of Sauron quest board here. This is the mission objective. This is the staging area, so the Weathered Hilltop goes in there. This is the side quest, Protect the Innocent, with no damage on it, so that's good. This is my active location. Okay, threat dial, and my heroes. This is Thranduil, Galadriel, and Celeborn. If you buy the Elves of Lorien starter deck, I highly recommend you getting a copy of Thranduil and putting him in that Elves of Lorien starter deck, because he does a lot of good stuff. Okay, so I guess this is my mini of Gandalf, and this is my mini of Radagast. So they're kind of like good luck charms here. Okay, so I guess I'm ready to start. This is my set-aside cards. This is the campaign card. Okay. So I'm going to get my 7 cards, and we'll get going here. 6 cards, sorry. So it looks like I'm going to start with this hand anyway, no matter what. I have Nenya, and Nenya is great to see this to start with. So, and I do like Lorien at the beginning, and we have a Test of Will. So I have some low cost, I have some high cost enemies. I didn't get any events And so that's kind of a pain in the neck. So now I'm going to do the one ring here. And I think the thing to do is to, again, put the one ring onto 3-end wheel. And I'm going to go look for the Defendi MasterCard. So now I pretty much know what I'm doing my first step, unless I draw a Steward of Gondor. Okay, let's see. So we're going to do that. And let me draw. I like to have the opening of my sleeves on the bottom. That way when I draw the card and I can see what it's got. Oh, Henemarth. Wow, okay. So it looks like this is a pretty good start here. Okay, so I'm going to put Olorian into play, put it on Celeborn, and then I'm going to exhaust Olorian, and I'm going to put the Nath Guide into play. The Nath Guide's going to target Celeborn. And then I'm going to, so that's going to be another one, and then I'm going to take Nenya and put Nenya onto Galadriel. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. And that seems to be the best option. And next time I can play Henemarth, which is good. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to quest. I'm just going to start questing. So this is 2 and 3 is 5. And I'm up against 1 here. So again, this is my willpower going up here, and this is going to be the staging area threat. And so as it stands right now, I actually will be able to make it through here, but I'm sure that I'm going to draw something stupid here. Okay, well, it's the Ruins of Arnor, so that's actually like the best of all things to get. Okay, so there's 3 in the staging area, and I have 5, so I want to make sure I get through here. So I'm going to exhaust Nenya and Galadriel. That adds 4 to somebody that's questing, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm at 9. 9 versus 3 is 6, so this guy is explored. So now, because it's explored, I get to expose, I get to draw this guy. And this is either discard 1 ally from play or reveal an additional encounter card. So this guy reveals an additional encounter card, or I discard an ally. So I'm actually going to discard an ally because I don't want to deal with another possible enemy or crazy thing that could happen. I think I'm going to travel to the weathered hilltop. Okay, and now let's see. I can put the Angmar orc engaged with me. I can't do anything to it, but I can at least engage it to get the threat out of the staging area. And I don't have anything in my hand that can do anything. Henemarth and Legolas, so I don't have any ways to do anything. I have nothing here, so but I'll defend it with Thranduil. Okay. Oh, good. Side quest, no shadow effect. So I'm able to not have to worry about that. Okay, great. Okay. So Galleon, he's who I drew. He's a great engine for the Silvan deck, because when you have a 0-cost ally, you get to bring out the 0-cost ally, and then you can do all the events. But I don't have any of those events in my hand. I just have these guys. So I'm going to bring out Galleon. He quests for 2 at least, so that's not bad. I think I want to keep the test of will in my hand, and I want to be able to play the test of will. So I'm actually going to leave my resources there. Plus, if I don't need the test of will, I can bring out Legolas with Olorien. So I have some options here. So I will quest with Galleon, quest with Celeborn, so that's 5, and then 5 versus 2. Okay, no weather treachery. Doomed 2. Remove each damaged character from the quest. So that's actually great, because it's just Doom 2, and I don't have any damaged characters, so that's a good start. Okay, but because of this, I get Surge. And now I get the Cornered Orc. And that's another 2, 1, 2. Okay. So 2 versus, or 4 versus 5. I am going to use Galadriel. That gives me 9 versus 4. That's 5. That's just enough to go through here. And now, oh, come on. Dang it. Okay, this is getting to be ugly because now I have a lot of enemies out here. Okay, well, I will travel to the ruins of Arnor. I didn't have to do this, but I was actually hoping for a concealed orc camp here. That would have been the best. Okay, I don't even have a way to deal with 3 attacks here. I can take these undefended, I guess, but, well, let's see what happens. Okay, so engagement, this guy engages, he attacks. I'm going to take his attack undefended. It says it gets +1. So let's see. So Thranduil gets 3 damage. Okay. Now, let's see. 1. Make sure I get this in the right order here. So this, this, and then this. Okay, so now I'm going to, actually, you know what I can do? I could bring Henamarth out for just a defender. Or actually, you know what I'll do is I'll do this. Maybe this can work here. I'm going to bring Haldir out as a defender. Haldir is a decent defender. Especially now when I need him. So I'm going to take this guy undefended again. Attacking it gets +1 for each damaged character the defending player controls. So it gets +1. So I do 3 more damage somewhere. So I'll put on Celeborn. Okay, so I'll defend the 2 with Thranduil. This guy, the Angmar orc. It says defending player either raises threat by 3 or this attack is considered undefended. I'll raise my threat by 3. Thank you very much. And then I will defend the 3 here. And Haldir has 3. And there's no shadow effect. Whew, okay. And this guy can't do anything. Okay. I can't believe that I lived through that. The Minstrel. Now this helps start the engine. So I'm going to play the Minstrel. I'm going to use Olorien. I'm going to look for top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, like that. And I get to look for an event. And I did get an event, but that doesn't help me. So I did get the host of the Galathrum, which is nice, like to help. I guess now it would be nice because I could do some stuff, but I don't know how well this is going to work out. This may be a loss. Okay. I just have a lot of resources that Galadriel needs. Okay. So look, this guy's questing for 2. There's nothing in the staging area. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to quest with this guy. I need the defenders. I need attackers. I need all the help I can get. Okay. So you get Biting Wind. Assign X damage among the characters committed to the quest. X is the number of characters committed to the quest. Okay, so I get 1. I get 1 damage. I don't have a way to cancel it. So this is the only guy committed to the quest. He does 1. So now I have 0 committed to the quest against 0, but it becomes Surge with the quest card. And I get another one of these stupid cornered orcs. So 1, 2. I forgot to raise my threat at the beginning of the round there. Okay. Now I could see, now I'm going to have 4 things engaged with me, and I only have 4 defenses. This is not going to work out well here. I only have 3 defenses. So now you see how this thing explodes. Do I want to take the 2? Or, well, I can't use her for anything other than to lower my threat and draw a card. So I'll do that. I'll put 2 on the active location. Okay, that's good. I don't want to... I think my problem was, so when I did the active location the second round, and I got a little bit carried away. Okay, so now I'm going to have to do 5 defenses because I have 36 threat, and I don't have a way to do this. So I think, well, let me play it for a loss all the way. Okay, so this guy's going to engage. Engagement phase. Let's see here. I will defend. Let me see here. Just going to take this undefended. No shadow. I have to do 2 damage somewhere. So Galadriel gets 2 damage. Okie doke. Now, let me do the whole thing here. And I have 3 defenses and 4 attacks to deal with. Well, wait, let's see here. Okay, I'll use Thranduil's ability and bring out Hanamarth. Okay, it's hanging on by the skin of my teeth here. Okay, so Hanamarth is going to defend this guy for 3. It is what it is. Oh, you know what I've been forgetting to do? Put damage here. Okay, so I should have 4 damage on this. I should also make that the active quest. Okay. No shadow. Hanamarth dies. Okay. I will defend, I guess, this guy. No shadow. No damage. Oh, because Hanamarth died. That was another way to do damage here. Okay. And then I'll defend here, this guy. No shadow. And then I'll defend here with this guy. Deal 1 damage to the defending character. And so Biting Wind, Thranduil dies. And, because Thranduil dies, the One Ring loot, done. Okay, well, it looks like I'm going to have to play this again. Okay, sometimes that happens. I should have known better. I shouldn't have, in the second round, I should have known to not go through the location. I could have easily not done that by not sending Galadriel and using her to draw a card. I wonder what I would have. Tree People's on top, that would have been nice. I could have Galleon, Tree People. There's all sorts of things. But, so, it's one of the harder scenarios, and it doesn't seem like it should be, again, like I said at the beginning, but it is. So, anyways, until we meet again, have a great day.